What up, world? Peace, kings and queens. Hey, I'm here today, my wife and I. Say what's up, babe.
Hey guys.
Alright.
Stuff in this bourbon, sorry.
It's all good. We're here real time. This is impromptu. I just cut the camera on. And we like to come with real dialogue, real conversation. And, with a lot of the things that we've been doing, we've been busy laying the foundation and the groundwork, but now we're about to have these dialogues and discussions and start presenting more content because we've done the work. And we're here at Sweet Teas. Babe, if you could, tell them a little bit about Sweet Teas as I set up right here and get situated. But if you could, just tell the people about Sweet Teas and all that we offer and provide.
Okay, so Sweet Teas is our newest venture. It is a yoni steam and energy studio. And so here at Sweet Teas, it's kind of a twofold manifestation. So out front in the lobby area, we have a tea bar where you're able to come and buy tea by the cup, or you can buy it by the ounce. It's all loose leaf tea. So from an herbal perspective, you're able to come and make combinations of your choice. We have certain blends that we like to do. We carry your basic elderberry, echinacea, immune boosting type herbs to add to your teas as well. Second part, come inside the actual studio, and this is where the holistic part starts. So we have yoni steams for queens. If you're not familiar with yoni steaming, it is an ancient Kemetic practice where hydrotherapy and an herbal blend infusion is mixed together, and you sit over a steam pot for your actual vagina, or what we call your yoni, and you're able to absorb the minerals from the herbs that are being steamed under you. It's very, very good for a lot of female conditions. It's very good for womb clearing. It's good for PMS, for hormones, insomnia. It's a whole gamut of different conditions that yoni steaming is good for. If you want more information on that, reach out to me and I can do a separate video on that. Outside of that, we have Reiki, we have natal chart readings, body paint exhibits, body paint sessions that you can get done. We also have sound therapy, meditation, crystal therapy, just all things healing. So like Chris said, we've been busy. These are practices that we've been doing one-on-one with clients, going to clients coming to us, and so we finally buckled down and got an actual brick and mortar to be able to house not all, but some of the things that we do. And then as we continue to grow, the business will grow and the size of the studio will grow as well. So that is a brief run through of what we do here at Sweet Teas, Yoni Steams, and Energy Studio.
Right. So, excuse us again. This is real time. We're real people having real dialogue and real conversation. So, excuse us as we just interact and bring real dialogue to you guys. What are some of the things that you think we should talk about and address? Because I know since we've put certain content out lately within the past couple of days, we've got a lot of feedback. It stirred up a lot of emotions, and we are open to address it. You know what I mean? We're not fake. We don't portray to be anything, but our public persona and who we are and the things that we do, it may be different from our hobbies or our personal life. We live in a day and age to where people want to know everything, even your personal life. And we're public people, but we're very private people as well. So people need to start knowing the difference between the two. But what are some of the things you want to talk about, man? What do you think we should address?
First and foremost, let's clear up some of the misconceptions or miscommunication that people are perceiving on Facebook. We are not anti-government. There's a purpose and a place for everything. What we are community activists. So our belief is that the power is in the people, which is where it's supposed to be in the first place. So we don't rely on the government to bring us solutions, create opportunities. We take that responsibility ourselves, and we teach other people to do the same. So let's be clear about that. So anytime we post any type of political meme or political video on our page, it is to spark conversation. It is to make people think. It is to wake people up from this trance that a lot of people are in. Not everybody, but a lot of people are in this zombie state, if you will, or autopilot state, where if the media says it, then it's the gospel, and that's the only thing. But there's a lot of underlying things that go on behind the scenes that you need to be aware of and prepared for yourself, to prepare your children for it, to prepare and equip your family for it. And so again, a lot of our posts is to stimulate dialogue. But in stimulating dialogue, there's a fine line between stating your opinion and being disrespectful. And that's what we will not tolerate. Any woman that feels like they can come on Chris's page or our joint page and get outlandish and come out of her mouth wrong, know that you will be checked. Because that's not how we operate. We love our people, but at the same time, there is a standard. And what you won't do is come for my husband and be disrespectful. You won't come for anybody in my family without getting checked, but especially my husband.
And the feeling is mutual. It's time for us to display our positions as people. You know, as men, we should be protectors of women and children. As women, you should be protectors of men and children and teachers. You know, so I applaud you, babe, for being the type of wife and woman that is stand up. Because what I'm seeing on social media nowadays, it's disheartening to see, you know, the energy that the women are carrying themselves in. So I'm so grateful and humbled and honored, and I thank God for that every day, because you're very rare. You know what I mean? You're truly a queen. You're a goddess even. And I just need you to step up, stand up, and speak out, to be an example, because we don't have the elders anymore. We don't have people that walk in integrity. It's so many people that I see standing by, watching, and people that call themselves Christians, people of God, saints. You know, God is angry at a lot of you for not taking action. You know, just because you've made it, so to say, there's so many people out there that are still struggling. And that's where Teal and I come in. I don't want people to take what we do for us trying to be holier than thou. It's just that, you know, we've experienced a certain level of life, and we want to bring people along, especially us as a people, as a whole, as a culture, as a race, because we've been through so much. You know what I mean? But it's just disheartening to see the women and even the men. Men, you're not taking care of your God-given responsibilities by being protectors and providers, and you don't have to be in relationship with women to do that. And that's another misconception that I want to speak on. I'll let you guys speak on it, you know what I mean? But to quickly say, you should be able to have interactions with women and not think that it's always something sexual or some type of lifestyle, or, you know, because and this is just recently that we've heard things that it's like, wow, you know, people's perception is crazy when you're doing everything you can to help, to heal, to love, to be an example. People take that from their own level of experience or thought or what they perceive it to be, and people's mindset is so warped that it's crazy. Well, go ahead, babe.
Thank you for the acknowledgement, but it just needed to be said, and it pisses me off. But I try to handle it from a position of grace.
Yeah.
because trust, there's a hood side in there too, and I can take it there if I need to, but I really try to keep my composure when it comes to certain things. But as
So people don't understand, we're all encompassing. Just because we, spread love, light, and positive energy, don't get it twisted that think that you
For
can
real.
just disrespect us anyway, because we are people.
Right.
And we're real. Right.
So outside of that, a lot of misconception or people's perception of our lifestyle. We are of God, and being of God doesn't look like what most people think it looks like. It's not the cookie cutter, walk the straight and narrow type mold. And if that's you, that's fine. But what I'm saying is our purpose and what we were called to do looks different from what somebody else was called to do. We're not swingers. We're not recruiting women. All these different things that we have been accused of, or that people walk around with these perceptions. What we do is walk in love. And walking in love with people may look different for some. So we will take a woman and a child in. We will help a woman heal. We will help a woman that's struggling to do it on her own and bring her in to be able to cultivate her to a point in which she can stand on her own 2 feet, more mature, more wise, with more spiritual knowledge, to be able to handle all that you have to face being a single mother. It has nothing to do with the bedroom. And like Chris said, for people's perception of love to only equate to a sexual perspective or a carnal perspective is really sad, and it sheds light on where our mindset is as a culture. We are supposed to be the village. We are supposed to be all encompassing within our own communities. When we went to Africa, we saw everything in one village. And if somebody needed something, it was there. That person was there. That skill set was there. And if it wasn't, there's another village over that they were willing to barter or trade or whatever needed to be done to make sure that they had what they needed. That is a lost art that we don't have here in America. And so Chris and I and our soul family, and that spreads across the world, we're big on reigniting our origin, reigniting the culture that runs through our DNA. We need to bring that forth and not continue to suppress the things that society says are normal.
Yeah, and that's even in our spirituality. I think people think that we are not of God, or we are devil worshippers, or
Witchcraft.
I don't know what they think, because we're tapping into ancient Kemetic spirituality, our origins. And again, like Teal said, a lot of this came about from us going back to the motherland, where things originated from, being taught by the elders. And, a conversation that we had, and why we do a lot of what we do, it came from experiences, and that's why we say the Z experience with Teal tips. You know what I mean? It's because we're just sharing what we've been through to help others. And it was women that had some real conversations with me to, I'm thinking I'm doing something good in life by being just dedicated to one woman, in the sense of that's it. And an elder was like, yo, you're selfish. It's so many other sisters that you could help by sharing your skills and teaching. And that's what I want to do. I want to be an example of a man that is here to help and heal, because so many men have hurt so many women. And it's mind-boggling as we have conversations with people and they're sharing their life, that most women have been molested, raped, and it's by people they know. But we're not having those type of conversations and dialogue. So when you come in for an experience or a session or whatever it is to be healed, yo, we're not here on some, hey, love, light, positive energy at all times. We're here to delve into the real, and to hear people's stories, it's even more disheartening to make us care to do more. When we learned about FGM, I just could not wrap my mind around that. And there's time to change. There's just certain things that are inhumane in the world that is going on that most people sit around and say nothing just because it's tradition or it's been that way for so long. And the only thing Teal and I are saying is we've kind of figured out a way to be free, to be healthy, to heal yourself and to walk in love amongst our people to where it's unity. So when we share, it's not to show off, it's to show that it can be done. When we bring you into our worlds, it's to give you a different experience. And we've come to realize that a lot of times when we do that, because of the position that people in, it turns into jealousy and hatred. And, when you have a heart to help people, it's just sad that those are the people that, hurt you the most. So.
You spoke on something that I want to go back to, especially since today is the 6th of February. It is National Zero Tolerance for FGM Day. And so annually, United Nations hosts a huge push and campaign of awareness for FGM every year on this day. And we had an opportunity to go to Kenya and meet the beautiful ladies of the Samburu Girls Foundation. Wajuru and Josephine are the head ladies over the organization, the founders, and then the beautiful, vibrant girls that they've been able to rescue, help get into school and house them in Samburu. And it really opened our eyes because at the time that we were introduced to FGM, we had no idea that the practice was going on, and surely didn't know that there are cases here in the United States. But since 4 or 5 years ago, since we've been made aware of it, we've been huge advocates for eradicating not only FGM, but any type of sexual offense against females. Because like Chris said, there's a lot of family secrets. There's a lot of molestation and rape that goes on within, especially the Black community, but just all communities all around. And nobody wants to talk about it, either because it's a generational thing and their mother went through it and their mother went through it, and it goes back so much that it has become a norm, or that the victim just felt like she lost her voice and she never said anything to anybody, and so she cries in silence and nobody knows her story. And so we want to be that voice for women, to create that safe space for young girls to find their voice, to heal, and to be able to really know that they're beautiful. Know that they are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with them. It wasn't their fault. And that there is a place and people that will embrace you in love no matter what your story is.
And that's why everything we do, it's to heal. Even with the media company and the different photo sessions and documentaries that we're doing. Like, for instance, the exotic intimate creation line that we're doing. It's to help people to feel beautiful again. You know what I mean? And people want to be free, and people are sexual by nature, and it's become such a taboo now, especially here in the Western world. And we travel to these other countries and people are comfortable in their bodies, you know what I mean? And it's not taboo because people are more spiritual, they're more deeply rooted in their culture, and it's out of love, pure love. And that's what we want to bring back. So, even with those shoots, it's the body painting that Les does. It's a healing aspect to it, because so many people, I was blown away by how many people want to be a part of something like that, or will even share themselves to be a human canvas. So shout out to Les and what she does. She's helping a lot of people in reference to the natal chart readings. People think astrology is witchcraft. As black people, we have been so removed from our culture that when someone shares it, and we are the elders, we are the teachers, the healers, the herbalists, we're the original people, and that's not to discredit or slight any other race. It's not. It's just facts, you know, and we have to get back to our origins and the planet with the great shift and the age of Aquarius and, you know, the aligning of certain planets and stars. Yo, its portals are opening. It's deeper than most people can even wrap their minds around.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've been on this for 20 minutes. Is there anything else you want to say right quick? We don't want to make it too long, but we will be coming to you guys doing a lot more videos. We will be doing meditation sessions. We will be interviewing people because now, like Teal said, we have a place, a brick and mortar to do it. A lot of times we've been, you know, doing these in our personal spaces, our homes, and helping and healing, and not all the time does it go right, but we're not going to have a change of heart because of certain people that don't take advantage or do wrong by the opportunities and the resources that are presented. And we have no issues with anyone that we've ever helped or been with, but we understand it's time, it's a season, a lesson, and some are for lifetime. And we are looking for those lifetime soul tribe and soul family members to get together, not just to be together, but for purpose. So
I just want to quickly say we will put the links in the bio below or in the comments of this actual video of Sweet Teas. If you want to get more information or if you would like to book a session, the link will be below. Our nonprofit, which is Black Pearls, the Black Pearls Foundation, which alludes to what we were talking about as in reference to sexual offenses against women and the FGM movement. So that website is coming soon. We do have a donation link, so we'll put that below, and we'll also include the Samburu Girls Foundation link as well. So you guys, if you don't know about them, please look into them because it is a worthy cause, and every single dime that is sent to them they utilize for those girls. So we will include their information as well. It has been a pleasure. It is always a pleasure, and until next time, we'll see you then.
I just want to say you are beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, not just physically, you're an amazingly beautiful person physically, but just your heart and your spirit, who you are as a wife and a mother, even though you haven't birthed children yet. You know, we've gone through even some hard times in reference to that, but we're not hurt or bitter or anything like that.
We'll do a whole separate video.
Yeah, that's another thing coming. But I just, man, just sitting here looking at you, I just had to say that in the moment.
Thank
you know
you.
what I mean? But so much more content coming, guys. So much more that we need to talk about and have real dialogue on. And we'll start to have group sessions, and we will be reaching out to some of you that we see doing your thing. You know, we're not the jealous haters trying to, you know, divide and conquer or one up anyone. We like to collaborate with people and give props. So it's a lot of people that we're connected to, and we will be reaching out. We've been out of the loop for a while, really making things come to fruition, but now everything is manifested and it's time to connect. So much love, light, positive energy to all.
Peace.
Peace.